So if somebody comes to you and they have a practice, they're about to hit the ground running, and they say, Mark, I want to be like you, what would you say?
Yeah, it's funny. I get that a lot actually, and it's flattering and it's a privilege to be able to talk people through that. But you know, when I'm talking to a D2 or a D3 and they're like, "I want 15 practices. Here's what that looks like." I'm like, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let's first of all figure out where it is that you want to live. Let's find a great demographic that could support that. And if that's the case, let's take this in stages, right? So what I did was completely the wrong thing. I found the right demographic. That's true. But what I did was I had one practice. I wanted to get to 10. I had 10 in my mind. Like I was not going to be satisfied until I get to 10, until I got to 10. And that was a very unsophisticated, immature attitude at the time because there was no parameters to like when I would buy the next one or like what that practice looked like. I mean, like I was saying, I had 3 operatory practices, 4 operatory practices, and I was expanding before I would get one business, one practice solid and profitable. So I was adding for the sake of adding, right? So I would say, let's focus on a flagship practice that is beautiful and profitable and you love being there. And we're going to call that your flagship practice. Michael Gerber would call it your franchise prototype. We'll make it perfect first. And you're going to learn all the levers to push and pull. You're going to understand how a dollar flows through your practice. You're going to understand overhead and profitability and EBITDA. And you're going to know the marketing strategies that work for this particular demographic, how much ROI you're getting for every marketing dollar that you send out into the world, how to be a good leader and to lead your team, how to create a strong culture within that practice. Learn all of that stuff and master it in one practice. If after that you have a black belt level practice and you still have the desire to scale and move on to the next, then I say, by all means, now is the time to find another and replicate your perfect practice again and again and again, but not until you can master that first one.